Welcome to the video lecture for section 3.2. These are just the examples that I'm going to do for this particular section. For number 4, we're going to determine if the given ordered pairs are solutions to the equations. I'm going to go ahead and do A, B, and C. Always remember that an ordered pair is an X and Y coordinate. And so what I'm going to do here, and what you should be doing, is plugging in these values to see if you get a true statement. And so 4 times 3 is going to be 12, and then 3 times 0 is going to be 0. And so you can clearly see that this is not a solution because 12 does not equal 0. Always remember, you plug in the first coordinate into the x variable and the second coordinate into the y variable. So the second one is 4 times 2, 3 times 3. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 plus 8 is 17, so that is in fact a solution. The next one is negative 1/4. So when you multiply, just remember that that has a 1, right? And you do numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 4 times 1 is going to be 4, and you have the negative there, and 1 times 4 is 4. And then that's going to be 18. Now, negative 4 over 4 is going to be negative 1. And negative 1 plus 18 is 17. So that is also a solution to the given equation. All right, so number 4, we're going to find the unknown coordinates to make sure that it satisfies the equation. All right, so here, since I have the 2 and that's my x, I am, in essence, solving for y, right? So then this is going to be 5 times 2 is 10. Then I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. And I get 4y is equal to 0, which means that y is equal to 0 because I divided both sides by 4. So then for A, the missing coordinate then for A would be 2, 0. We're going to write B up here. And then in this case, we are going to be solving for x, right? Because that's the one that's missing. Remember, the ordered pair is always x, y. So we can multiply the 4 times the negative 5/4 different ways. And we can do it this way. So just remember, right, it has that 1. So 4 times negative 5 is going to be negative 20. And then 1 times 4 is 4. And then, of course, negative 20 divided by 4 is going to be negative 5, right? So I add 5 to both sides. And I get 5x is equal to 15. I divide both sides by 5, and I get x is equal to 3. So the ordered pair here is 3, negative 5 over 4. Okay. The next one that we're going to do is number 7. And number 7, we're going to go ahead and graph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go to my screen here and open up Geogebra here real quick. And so the instructions are that we're going to plot this by plotting points. So let me go back here. And so when you do the points, you're going to have to construct a table, X and Y table. And so what I suggest doing is picking negative 1, 0, and 1 for this one. You can pick any values if you want. This is essentially what we did up here in number 4, where we have one of the missing variables. So 2 times negative 1 plus y is equal to 6. So negative 2 plus y is equal to 6, right? And then we're going to add 2 to both sides. And y is equal to 8. So that's our first ordered pair. The next one, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use 0. I'm going to erase this so I don't use up all my space. So 2 times 0 plus y is equal to 6. 2 times 0 is 0. And you can see here that y is equal to 6. So you're just picking some arbitrary points to plug in to solve for the next value or solve for the complete ordered pair. And then 1. So 2 times 1 plus y is equal to 6, so that's going to be 2, right? 2 times 1. Subtract 2, and y is equal to 4. So those are my 3 ordered pairs, right? My 3 ordered pairs that I have are negative 1, 8, 0, 6, and then 1, 4. So I'm going to go back here to my Geogebra, and I'm going to go ahead and plot those points. And let me just make sure that I pick the right points. So the first point is going to be, oops, let me erase that. My next point is going to be negative 1, 8. So I go to x negative 1, and then I go up to 8, and that's my first point. The second point is going to be 0, 6. So I go to x where the x is 0, and then I go up to 6 on the y. The next point is going to be x is 1. So I go to the x is 1, and I go up to the 4. And so those are going to be my 3 points. Let me find my line here. There you go. And of course, if you're doing this by hand, it wouldn't look like this, but when you do it into my math lab, this is basically, in essence, what you're going to be doing. And so that's the graph of 2x plus y is equal to 6. All right, let me go back to number 23 here. Let me see the instructions for number 23. And it says find the x and y intercepts for number 23. And so let's go ahead and do that. So when you find the x and y intercepts, perhaps the easiest way to think about it is you're going to make x0 solve for y, and then you're going to make y0, excuse me, and solve for x. So 3 times 0 plus y is equal to negative 2. 3 times 0 is 0, and you notice that by making x0, we get rid of that variable, so then y is equal to negative 2. So then my y-intercept is 0, negative 2. Now the next one, I made y0, right? And by doing that, I get rid of that variable. Now I divide both sides by 3. And I get that x is equal to negative 2 over 3. So then my x-intercept and my y-intercepts are the following. Okay? And then I have one more, which is number 27. Let me get the instructions. So we're going to go ahead and graph the linear equation using the x and y intercepts. So again, I'm going to go ahead and do my table. And so this is going to be 4 times 0 plus y is equal to 8. And that's going to be 0. And y is equal to 8, right? And then the next one, we're going to make y0, right? Because that's the next one that we chose to do. And 4x is equal to 8. We divide both sides by 4, and x is equal to 2. So therefore, my x and y intercepts are 0, 8, and then 2, 0, right? And so once you calculate those, what you have to do now is go to the graphing tool in my math lab and graph it. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these points. It'll be easy to do that. I'm going to plot these 2 points. So 0, 8, go where x is 0, y is 8. Ooh, I missed that one. And then the other one is 2, 0. And then, of course, we create the line. And that's the end of 3.2. Thank you.